By the time we get to race number 5, Lucky Year may well have won the career sprint. That'll be just before the 5th event, which is a 1400-metre Class 4 contest.
He gets beaten ahead. We'll know who to blame.
Beautiful, and Joe Moreira had them dropping in class, a 2-time course and distance winner. Silverfield, a first runner for trainer Michael Friedman. More than lucky, Frankie Law takes care of him. Now the full bloom, he's on a hat-trick. Got Butte visors off as he goes up in trip from 1,000 to 1,400 metres. The blinkers go on, sweet home.
That they do, and he's likely to be on the pace, but A Beautiful might be able to muster enough to get to the lead. Butte showed some ability in his first start down the straight 1,000, and the Jazz trialled really well on Carnival night, leading in. Green Card won that trial, and he went to the wire with him. There was a big gap back to 3rd. So I think more to the side of good for me rather than good to slow.
Here's Michael Freeman's runner, Silverfield. He's the grey closest to us. He's got the better of Casamaster and Varapil in this particular gallop, and he's going nicely. This was his first one. We'll show both of them. This is back on the 31st of August. See, he's going nice. He's stretching out well, actually, and he did find form towards the end of last season. Chad Schofield aboard him here, and this was an 800-metre gallop. Nothing too serious on the all-weather. So he's had that grass gallop. He's also had this all-weather gallop to prepare him for this one. So it's Silverfield, and here's the Jazz. As Brett said, he's trialled really well recently. Did show a lot of ability last time. I know I put him in the numbers a few times, but I think he's improved in the off-season. I think his chance will come, definitely, and a couple of even sectionals there for him.
I think he was the horse to follow from someone, wasn't it? It was yours, was it?
Yeah. And he's over-raced a lot. We saw it in that track work. In that straight 1,000, they just let him run, and he seemed to like it.
All right, well, let's start off, as we started the track work, with Silverfield and his jockey, Chad Schofield.
Chad, you rode Silverfield on the weekend. You rode him at the end of last season. Looked to be getting to the line well that day. He
did. He just got held up a fraction at a vital stage. Whether it cost him the race, I'm not sure. But anyway, he hit the line strongly that day. Again, he meets the full bloom, but he's got a bit of a weight turnaround there. His gallops leading into this race have been very good. He's feeling terrific, and Michael Friedman's got him going really well. So drawn a little bit awkwardly, but anyway, he's a horse who doesn't possess a great deal of early speed, and he likes to get back and finish off. So when I let him go, I think he's going to hit the line strong.
So no trials, but you're happy with the condition of the horse?
I am, yes. He's an old horse, but he's in a really good frame of mind at the moment. Nice and enthusiastic, and he's feeling great.
This is Michael Friedman's first runner in Hong Kong. Nice new association for you.
Yeah, it's great to ride his first runner in Hong Kong, and I'll get great satisfaction if I can get it home for him.
Yeah, he's certainly not without a chance. He won't be a sentimental winner if he is. £4 turnaround, that was the turnaround he was talking about with the full bloom.
Yeah, I've got him in the tips, and we wish Michael all the best. Yeah. He actually mentioned this horse in your little interview with him in the pre-season show as being one from the stable that might be able to fire early. Yeah,
I think he's got a big chance. So yeah, I've got him on top actually. So we'll see if Michael can do what Frankie did.
Absolutely, yeah, 1 from 1. He's only got the 1 runner on Sunday. A Beautiful's another horse we need to take a check of. He's the early favourite at this stage. This is him trialling. Star of Hong Kong's out the back there. Yeah, nice trial from him. He's been downgraded as well. Joe Moreira aboard, that's why he's come up as favourite at this stage. And he hit the line well. I think this is a 1,200-metre trial. He'll be racing over 1,400 metres on Sunday. Has to carry 131, that's the only question mark. I think he's a chance. Yep, I think he's probably the one to beat. He's got the class record, he's got the course and distance record, he's got a good barrier, he's got Joe on, solid trials, so he's got a lot of ticks there. Just depends whether or not he gets the pace on his own. If there's a few contesting him, that might sort of soften him up a little bit. More than lucky, another one that's gone to Frankie Law. This one's gone from Benno Jung to Frankie Law. There was 1 or 2 runs early suggesting that there was something there, but we haven't seen a great deal of encouragement at the end of last season, but I'm waiting for him to do something. Yeah, look, probably his best run, as you mentioned, was when he was fresh, wasn't he? Yeah. And he did look quite big in condition that day as well when he did run quite well. So, yeah, he's an interesting runner. He goes from 1,000 up to 1,400 metres, as does this horse as well, Butte. Now, Butte had a problem getting around the turn, Butte, but that's 2 runs last season. They were both pretty good, and they were both... Look, he didn't show up in his track work beforehand on those occasions either. I mean, he went out a $23 chance on debut. The visor comes off, and I'll be interested to see the tactics with him. I snuck him in for 4th on last year's ability, but you have to be a little bit worried about the
Yeah, there's 2 horses in this race, the question mark horses for me. The Jazz is one and he's the other, because that first start behind Luna Zephyr was very encouraging. that trial there didn't look overly encouraging final stages, but I think he might have just been switched off. So, yeah, question mark next to those two for me.
All right. I'd narrowed it down in terms of winning chances, 2-2, and they're right at the top of the handicap.
Yeah, I don't think you're too far wrong there, Andrew, and I've got those two in the top, my top three anyway. I've got Silverfield on top for Michael Freeman. Be great fairy tales, and we love stories here. The Jazz in there for second. I can't give him away yet, and I think he has improved in this off-season. Beautiful, obviously be tough in there for third, and Butte will give him a chance on what we saw last season fourth. I'll just back Silverfield. Come on, Michael Freeman on debut.
Fair enough, Paul. I've got the same trio, actually, just a slightly different order to Paul. I'm going to go with Beautiful. Had the best prep leading into this, I think. I do like the Jazz. I think he's a real improver. He's my long shot for the program on Sunday, so my suggested play will be to back the 7-win place. Silver Bloom in for third, and I couldn't leave the Full Bloom out completely. He has won his last two, so 1, 7, 2 and 8.